our second trip to Bogotá. Today is Saturday and we left at 12 o'clock or 20 past 12 because Helen has another appointment with the German embassy on Monday morning, 9 o'clock.
We only got back, when did we get back? Wednesday this week?
Yep.
So we had Thursday and Friday in Barichara and now we're back off again.
Yep. Another 700 kilometers return. But we're getting through just fine at the moment. Today it's sunny. Last time we were in this area it was already getting dark and it was starting to rain. But we're sitting in roadworks here. We know from the way back last time that the bridge is halfway collapsed.
Yeah.
We see if they managed to do some kind of work in the last few days. Yep. That all came off. It's Sunday night and Helen is online to go through the 310 questions again. Only 33 of them are going to await her tomorrow and she's allowed 17 mistakes. But these questions are really, really not easy. I would actually doubt that most Germans would actually be able to answer it because you have to be perfect in German. They are long questions. It's multiple choice, and obviously the internet connection is slow. And Helen, this is the third time that Helen is kind of going through them. I think she's skipping to the ones that she always had problems with anyway. But last time, or the last two times, it took her more than 3 hours.
At this rate, it's going to take all night.
But the last thing Helen wants to do is fail tomorrow. I have no doubt she's going to make it or pass anyway. But there are some really tricky questions. And as I said, most Germans would actually fail to answer them. Probably it's the same in every country. If you're English and you would have to go through the English questions, you would fail them. If you're American, you would definitely fail them because it's such a complicated system with the Senate and the Congress and the elections and electoral college. At least that's a little more simple in Europe. But
If I do this. We've got 4G.
Yep.
But it's not going.
Do you want to use the Apple phone? I might go a little faster.
Oh, now it's got it.
Okay. So yeah, it's a nice quiet evening. We're parked outside of Cecilia's house again. She is a German who works for the German embassy, but she's not here tonight. She took the weekend.
She knows the answers. Die deutschen Bundesländer wirken an der Gesetzgebung des Bundes mit durch.
Den Bundesrat.
Ja, das ist richtig.
See, I know all the answers to these questions, but the first time Helen went through them, I struggled as well. There are a few dates, like memorial dates. I don't think any German would know about it unless they're in the news on that particular day. It's all about Second World War. It's about the two German parts reuniting. It's about our, what's it called? Our Verfassung, Constitution. There it goes. I even fail the word now. It's our legislative, executive, and what's the English word for it? Justitia? What's the
Justice.
The justice system. Yeah. Really, really complicated. We have a president as well, which is not the head of the government. He is a representative, but he does have executive rights, and it's so complicated. Executive rights. He's got veto rights. So you have to know about this as well. So the Americans, the British, the French, and the Russians put the best of the democracy. I doubt that the Russians actually took part in that, but they put that together to set up the German constitution in 1949. And of course, East Germany and West Germany were two different parts. There's a lot of questions about that too. So I thank God Helen studied history a long, long time ago. She's quite, she's probably even more knowledgeable than I am. But the questions are really tough because there is a double no-no in there. You really have to read them correctly to know what you can cross out or cross. So we'll let you know tomorrow at 9 o'clock or probably an hour later how Helen is Well, let's see when she comes back. I'm going to video it and we see what her face is going to look like. We're just across from the embassy. It's Monday morning, 8:25.
Ja, 27 nach 8.
And Helen has about 15 minutes before she needs to leave to get to her appointment. And to settle her nerves, she's playing a round of cards. But she's well prepared. She's done the bloody 310 questions 3 times.
4.
4 times.
Yeah.
So 0 mistakes is the goal.
I see there's a car going there. Okay.
You're fine. We're at the old train station across from the embassy in a lay-by, and we need to. We can sit it out here for as long as Helen needs, because last time we stopped at the supermarket across the road and it was very expensive. It cost us $7 for 2 hours. So I checked it out last time where we can park. Unfortunately, it's right on the main road, but never mind.
Which I've got to cross.
Behind you is the footbridge. How often do I have to say that?
Yeah, but the footbridge, I've got to go over that
Yeah,
side.
you just
get
go
on it.
over these 3 lanes. You have to wait
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a
I have to
red
go across
light.
the road, yeah.
Yeah.
Sister?
Yeah.
I have to go across.
Yeah, don't get run over. It's not worth
Yeah.
it. Wait for a
Yeah,
red
so,
light and then you can
yeah.
go.
That's why I said. I said I've got to cross the road first.
Madame
and you
is
said,
a little nervous.
No, you don't. How many times do I have to tell you it's a footbridge? No, I'm still going to get across.
You can tell Helen is nervous.
No.
You don't need to be nervous. This is a little present for Mrs. Greiner-Kurtz, who did a backflip to get Helen the test. Literally. I mean, without her, we would have never made it. So we got her a German Christmas Stollen, which is like a typical Christmas sweet thing from Germany, and some Walker's shortbread, so a British and German combination. And Helen wrote her a little thank you note. Isn't it a nice bag? It's 100% recycling. I kind of liked it. You can reuse it. The countdown is ticking. It's the final countdown. Helen's putting her shoes on. Wish her luck.
Yep.
She's well prepared. I have no worries. We just got some really sweet emails from all around the world. Everybody's wishing Helen luck. And everybody's convinced she's going to make it. There she goes. She is. Didn't take her long. I can't see a smile because the mask is on. She's looking a little...
You will not believe what happened.
Oh God.
The you know you get 3 questions per region.
Yeah.
I got the region for Berlin
Okay.
and not for
Oh, macht ja nichts.
Schleswig-Holstein. And
Did you manage to go?
I had to guess. But anyway, let me come in.
Yeah. Was that a concern for Frau Greiner-Kurtz?
She said, oh gosh, es gibt immer einen Wurm drin, hat sie gesagt. So. Und ich habe gesagt, okay, ich glaube, ich habe die meisten von den Rest sowieso richtig.
Ja.
Es ist nur die 3 von Berlin.
Okay.
Und dann hat sie gesagt, welche Fragen waren die? Hat sie geblättert.
Ja.
Welche Fragen weiß ich nicht, es gab 2. Einer war der Wappen von Berlin.
Ja.
Es gab 4 Wappen.
Welchen hast du genommen?
ich habe die letzte.
Was war das?
So, nee, warte mal. Eine war Bundesland Berlin auf die Karte von Deutschland.
Ja.
Die haben Nummer 1, 2, 3, 4. Und eins war Hamburg, eins war Bremen, die andere weiß ich nicht, ganz Süden.
Ja.
So, ich wusste, welche Berlin.
Ja, da hast du schon mal richtig.
Hat sie schon gesagt, ja, ist richtig. Die andere war, wenn man auf politische Themen wissen will, wo muss man in Berlin hin, um auch politische Themen auszubilden oder so.
Keine Ahnung.
Und ich habe den Landesdings für politische Themen ausgewählt.
Okay.
Und sie hat geguckt, richtig, sagt sie. Also, dann habe ich gesagt, bei den Wappen musste ich raten. Weil ich weiß nicht wirklich, ich habe nur den gesehen, eine war Hamburg.
Berliner Bären.
Und dann habe ich gesagt, ich glaube, die habe ich gesehen, Nummer 4, das war mit den Bär, mit den Dings. Und sie hat gesagt, das ist richtig. Also,
But you might fall through just because of that.
no, because if it's 3 questions I didn't answer, if I get them wrong, I still pass.
Yeah.
You've got 17.
Yeah, but you might have had to
I
have
know.
the Schleswig-Holstein questions.
Yeah. And I said, I don't know. I said they might just take it out, or they might say.
Doesn't matter. You pass the rest of the test.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to allow it.
Yeah.
But she said it goes to a Mr. Heckel.
Yeah.
And he looks at the test. His only job is to look through the test. How many did I get right? How many did I get wrong?
Oh, and then sends the result
And
off.
he sends the result to Carl Fischer, who is bei der BKA, glaube ich. Das alles aufgeschrieben.
Okay. Du hast schon eine E-Mail von Frau Greiner-Kötz bekommen. Liebe Frau Brese, manchmal geht es dann doch ganz schnell. Gucken Sie mal unten. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum wunderbaren Ergebnis. Beste Grüße und eine schöne Weihnachtszeit.
Aha.
Das ist von Herrn Heckel von der BAMF. Sehr geehrte Frau Greiner-Kötz, Frau Brese hat den Einbürgerungstest mit 32 von 33 Punkten
Was?
bestanden.
32 nur? Das kann nicht angehen. Ich habe einen Fehler gemacht. Ach du Schande. You mean I only got 32 right out of 33? Which one did I get wrong? Oh God. Now I'm really annoyed. Because out of 33 questions, what's that? I got 97% and I am really annoyed because I should have got 100%. I should have got 100%. Now I have to look through 310 questions.
No, only the 33 that you had.
No, I have to find them though. They're all through these 310, somewhere dotted around in the 310. I have to go through every single one of them to find out which ones I got and then work out which one I got wrong.
We do that in Barichara.
Ugh.
But only 10% actually make the 33 out of 33.
Yeah, but I wanted to be in the top 10%. Now I'm just sort of between the 80 and 90%. God, that's really annoying. I should have got 100%. So I just have to get through the rest of it. There isn't a reason why they should say no, but they can do. They can say what they want.
Back to Barichara for hopefully a peaceful Christmas.
I think we've earned it. I still have to find out which question I got wrong.
We're leaving Bogotá and spontaneously Helen went around the corner on 2 wheels because we've seen a Little Caesars.
Well, we haven't had that for
We haven't had
years.
pizza in a whole year, minimum.
Minimum whole year.
And it's the true and real
Little Caesars.
Little Caesars, and it's only around, I paid 17,000, which is around less than $5 actually. And it's a grande. Lift up the lid. Doesn't that look good? Spontaneously, Helen was already accelerating, and then across at the gas station I saw, thank God we knew Little Caesars from Mexico, United States, Canada. It's our favorite pizza. And that came just in time because we were aiming for another burger and fries. But then Helen decided, no, we haven't had pizza in such a long time, we're going to go
We
for
had a
it.
burger only, what,
A
last
few
week?
days ago, yeah.
10 days ago or something.
Is it good? It tastes just like
Little
Canada.
Caesars.
Tastes just like the United States. It tastes the same everywhere. Perfect. The bus just had a big bang. I think he lost a tire.
Yeah, it's his tyre.
this time. I couldn't. Was our space last night, or our spot last night in Akabuku. It's a truck stop, but it was nice and quiet. It's 2,800 meters high, and it was really, really cold this morning. We woke actually up at 4 and couldn't get back to sleep. It was like 14 degrees inside of the motorhome. Sugarcane track. This is one of the classic examples of hundimentos on this street. We're in Barichara. And we're going out for some night shots to film the Christmas lights.
Christmas and New Year are the main times for Colombian tourists to come to Barichara, so all the shops and restaurants are open. It's such a lovely town. We really feel at home here by now, and they did a great job on the Christmas decorations. We still have to be careful though, because the corona cases are going up again in Colombia too. They're actually higher than last spring. But everybody's wearing a mask here, and we usually avoid being indoors with other people. The old stone bridge is nicely lit up with big lights.
At night all the ants are coming out. It's really spooky. Busy bees, very busy ants. Thousands of them. You don't see that during the day, do you?
Careful, you've got one on your thing there.
Mm-hmm. They are definitely busy building a nest.
One of the perks of our trip to Bogotá was shopping at the large jumbo supermarket. Kirsten got herself 2 German Christmas Stollen filled with marzipan. Can you tell how much she loves this?
We have a visitor this morning in our sink. Helen did a small scream, but it's just a little caterpillar. Probably.
I did not scream. Löschen, das ist völlig falsch. I said, oh.
It probably fell off the roof.
Well, how it got in there?
Now you don't know where to go, huh?
No,
You don't want to be on the knife. It's
no, you're going
sharp.
outside. Let me throw it out.
Beautiful, isn't it? Looks like a little snake. Helen is not pleased to have a visitor this morning.
Yeah.
It's going to be taken out. Put it gently on the ground.
Oh, I'm going to
Put it over there in the grass. Sonst kommt es wieder zu.
So.
Well, I suppose they're going to be butterflies and will be flying sooner or later anyway.
Yeah, I don't know where it's come from though. I don't think it's...
Oh, probably.
It wasn't that long ago when I was actually here doing stuff, so I've no idea whether there's...
Mysterious visitors.
You can't come through the sink because we've got the guards on.
Mm-hmm. Stella and Carlos set up a corona cleaning station for visitors. There's a new sink to wash hands with a soapy thing, and Carlos built this stand that can be started with your feet, and same with the water. But I used it the very first time and the pedal broke underneath, so this still has to be repaired, but it works really well. We definitely chose the right spot to sit out Corona. Lots of signs, but Carlos and Stella really do everything to avoid getting the virus, which is just what we need anyway, because we don't want to get this nasty thing. Canila's making herself comfortable. Canila, is it a nice spot? I'm sure I mentioned it before, but in my next life I want to be a dog. Huh, Canila? Is that a comfy spot? Yeah. Are you tired? What have you done all night, huh?
Whilst Europe is going into another complete lockdown again, the first vaccines are rolled out.
The US has reported its highest single-day number of deaths from COVID-19 since the pandemic began. More than 3,100 deaths were confirmed on Wednesday. US regulators have sued Facebook, saying the company is abusing its dominance in the social media market to crush smaller competitors. Antitrust officials are calling for Facebook to be broken up, with Instagram and WhatsApp sold off.
The US Food and Drug Administration has authorized the Pfizer-BioNTech coronavirus vaccine for emergency use. It had come under intense pressure from the Trump administration. He said the first jab would be administered in 24 hours.
Joe Biden has been formally certified as the next president of the United States after the Electoral College formally gave him 306 votes. That's significantly more than the 270 required for victory. The Netherlands is imposing a 5-week lockdown over Christmas in its toughest measures yet to combat the spread of COVID-19. Non-essential shops, cinemas and museums will be forced to close their doors along with schools. The number of coronavirus deaths in the United States has passed 300,000. It comes as the country begins the mass vaccination of its citizens. The authorities say they hope to vaccinate 100 million people by April. Tough restrictions are being imposed across Europe ahead of the Christmas holidays in an all-out bid to stop rising rates of coronavirus. Germany has entered a hard lockdown, closing schools and non-essential businesses until the 10th of January, with a slight easing over the festive period. It comes as the country suffered a record 952 deaths in one day. Mitch McConnell, the most powerful US Republican after the president, has finally broken ranks with Donald Trump and congratulated Joe Biden on winning the presidential election. He also urged fellow Republicans not to object to the result when Congress meets to ratify it.
The World Health Organization is to send a team of 10 international scientists to Wuhan next month to investigate the origins of the coronavirus pandemic after an international row over China's cooperation. Latest US figures on the spread of coronavirus have set new records, with more than 3,700 deaths and over 250,000 new cases recorded in a single day. A rushed lockdown in 9 tower blocks in Melbourne breached human rights, according to the state ombudsman. The government says they had no choice but to act quickly to stop a coronavirus outbreak. And the United States says a cyber attack on federal government systems discovered in recent days is ongoing. A joint statement by the FBI and security agencies said they were working to understand the full extent of the hacking campaign.
Italy is imposing a nationwide lockdown over Christmas and New Year as it tries to halt the sharp rise in coronavirus infections. Italians will only be allowed to travel for work, health or emergency reasons on a limited number of days. All but essential shops will remain closed. Americans will soon have a second coronavirus vaccine developed by Moderna after it was approved by the US Food and Drug Administration. Distribution of almost 6 million doses is expected this weekend, with vaccinations possible as early as Monday.
Millions of people in England and Wales are waking up to new, tougher lockdown restrictions. At midnight, London and large parts of the east and southeast of England were put into a new category of Tier 4. Warehouse workers are packing vials of the newly approved Moderna vaccine ready for distribution to thousands of sites across the US. The general who's leading the operation said trucks would start to roll out on Sunday. More countries are imposing travel restrictions to and from Britain as fears grow over a new, more infectious strain of coronavirus. Most EU countries have cut links, as well as nations including Israel and Canada. The European Medical Agency is expected to approve the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine later on Monday in a meeting that was brought forward by a week after pressure from Germany. It would greenlight its use across all EU states. Republicans and Democrats in US Congress have reached agreement on a $900 billion coronavirus relief package. It includes increased unemployment benefits for millions who've lost their jobs in the pandemic.
Stay tuned for more videos.